Toby, just what you think feeling at the moment?
I'm delighted for lots of reasons. I thought that we prepared really well. It was a typical Ospreys type performance, wasn't it? You know, find a way, don't always have it your own way, but we keep scrapping. So I was really pleased with a lot of the application. I was delighted that coming here paid off because I thought the atmosphere was outstanding. A real cauldron and caused a couple of pressure moments. So yeah, a really enjoyable night for what I'm told is Osprey's first ever knockout win in Europe. So yeah, it's a lot of ticks there, which is good, but we're excited to keep going. And obviously Gloucester next week will be another challenge away from home.
That challenge at Gloucester, but a different challenge up there. But you've set yourself up last day to Europe. You must be delighted where you are in the season at the moment.
Well, I spoke Luke and the boys get fed up with me saying the same thing, but you create opportunity. You create opportunity, and you want to cash in. It's got to make sense. I think was the phrase I used today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's got to make sense. All the work you do, all the hot toil you go through, all the sacrifice you make of being a professional. You try and create opportunity to give memorable moments and memorable days and whatever. And this is another one of those. So it made sense.
Think Sale affected by this atmosphere, the cauldron, the ground?
No, I don't think so. I think that there arose. If you've ever been away to Sale, it's not the most salubrious of places for sure, but they like it like that. And I spoke to Alex Arneson before the game, and he understood completely why, and he was complimentary of us as a group and what we do, and so that's always nice to get some respect. And that was another thing that we spoke about in pre-season, about whatever happens we want to try and get some respect, and our progression in this competition has certainly done that.
The new home venue might not be your decision, but 2 wins here, atmospheres like that, I suppose Bridgend and the Brewery Field put a case forward.
Lance is over there, you can go talk to him, so he's the person that you want to speak to. Look, we make no secret about we love playing in front of people, and an atmosphere, and that was an atmosphere. It was an atmosphere on New Year's Day, and wherever we go, that's what we want to create, because these boys respond to those days where you need a little bit from the crowd, and things don't go your way, and the support, and these boys respond to it, and that's what we want.
And you'll have an atmosphere next Friday, the King's Own Gloucester, possibly packed out.
Yeah.
It'll be on the people will be on the other foot there, won't they, with the shed, and you'll enjoy that.
Going there as a Bath coach in front of the shed is always an interesting moment, and I remember a game where it ended up, I think, 13v12, and Travis Noyle got sent off and bits and pieces. So yeah, I've got some good memories there. But look, I know George Skivington well. I know what they're doing. They're a good team. Zach Mercer, etc. There's a lot of high-profile players in there, and we need to be better than we were tonight. And that's always the aim. Keep moving forward.
What the squad feeling?
Yeah, to be honest, there's a hell of a buzz there at the minute. That's a big result for us. I thought it's Sale a hell of a side, big history and stuff, and maybe some people didn't give us a chance, I don't know, but no, we're a tight group and the boys are buzzing, and we're just going to keep pushing forward now.
What was from a player's perspective then, what does that atmosphere sort of give the guys?
It's priceless. Like I say, it's hard to explain, but it just gives us that extra edge, and full house is nothing like it, to be honest. To you all behind us and stuff, it really does mean a lot to us, and we can't get enough of it, so yeah, we're grateful for that. It means a lot to us boys.
Plenty of standout performances tonight. Harry Davies obviously very good. I know you've patted yourself on the back for selecting him on team. we haven't.
Yeah. We didn't say that we didn't have anyone left.
But super performance.
No, Davies was great. He's actually, he's such a humble guy. I mean, obviously, I bought his sidekick. As you've seen from the side video. So, he's a real character, and he influences games. And I said, your decision making as an open side, someone holding the ball, you're up against Ben Curry here, who's very, very good, and obviously the Curry brothers are, phenomenal at the breakdown, and to get your lion's share of possession and influence in that area is a massive feather in his cap, because he is a massive competitor, and as he gets more experience, he'll make good decisions that Justin Tipperick probably makes, but that's, with young players, that's part of it. You can understand there's always going to be ups and downs, but I thought he had a massive influence in the game, as did a number of players. I thought Lewis Lloyd, from coming in and what he had to do, for 77 minutes, and then, Chris comes on and he's spent 2 sessions getting ready as well, just in case. And so it's a typical Ospreys thing. We just find a way. You roll your sleeves up, you find a way, and that's what's the most pleasing thing.
There's some real moments of quality too, like Rubens, Reed, Keelan creating that try out of nowhere in the execution for that first try.
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, we actually probably were guilty of trying to do too much too early in the conditions, to be fair, and we spoke about that at half time, and actually towards the second half, to the second part of the first half, we sort of wosed up a little bit, and then it becomes a pressure game. You know, we're not always going to win collisions, not always the biggest team. English Prem teams, French teams, Irish teams are big, so you've got to work out how you can even the battlefield, and I thought we did that really well, and we won some pressurised moments, and then we had quality where it mattered, you know, and you know, we'd practiced that with Ruben, which was good, and it's always nice when something comes off, you know, from the stuff that we've prepared, and yeah, it has a massive influence on the game.
A word on Keelan, because there's not many players who can sort of create those sort of
look, I mean, he's a class act, right? He's got great feet. You know, it's probably not the surface for him, you know, but he scored, you know, here in January as well. So you know, he's a really important player for us. We love having him out there, and I know there's a big campaign for him playing for Wales and bits and pieces. He's just got to keep putting in performance on performance, because the game needs game breakers. Defences are so tight. You need people that can open games up. He's one of those players.
Just a bit of housekeeping. 6-day turnover. I know Sam and Reece missed this. Will they? Any chance they'll be available next weekend?
Reece, no. Sam, we've got some consultancy. I'd be edging against it probably.
Derry and Jack still.
Yeah, Darren Jack already. Yeah.
Can I ask about Lewis Lloyd? You've mentioned him there. That early on in the game, Sale seemed to be trying to put him under pressure, kicks into the 22, trying to force him on the line. I thought he was brilliant, and you know, for someone who's what was he, 3rd, 4th choice coming into the start of the season, he's been brilliant for you. Yeah,
he's an academy boy who's taken his chance. You know, worked really, really hard at his craft. Rich Kelly's done a brilliant job with him, and you know, the supported by Tips and Adam Beard and the callers, but you know Sale going to come after you, and it's what you do next. It's how you bounce on, and so that experience for him tonight will be absolutely invaluable in his career, because it's probably the hardest position on the pitch. It's standing in that moment against big contesting line-outs. It's hard. He stood up to the pressure, which is great.